Hello everyone. Well, I started to open this box before I realised what it was, because I wasn't expecting the Dirt Devil Broomy that I'm about to reveal to you to be in such a small, lightweight box. I know it's quite a lightweight upright cleaner, but this is very light. So yes, this is a Dirt Devil Broomy, or I think it might have been called Dirt Devil Broom Vac if you're watching from the US of A or Canada. So, I don't know what's in this box, but it smells like an old lady's knicker drawer. You know, it's got that sort of talky, very chemically smell to cover up the stench of whatever. So anyway, let's just get rid of this newspaper and this, well, it's hardly Laura Ashley, is it? Bit of wallpaper. It's quite strong. Oh no, it's not. Right, so the first hints, we've got the red and black of the Dirt Devil. Right, first of all though, that's probably the heaviest part. I think these are metal, you know. This is the handle. Now, because after I won the auction for this, I ordered myself some bags and belts. So there we have the upper handle with, is that fixed? Yes, a fixed upper cord hook, bit of paint marks on there, that'll come off. And then we have the lower handle. So these were available in the UK, I think probably in the 90s. And I think they were advertised on TV a bit. That's the lower handle. I'm not sure if this was advertised on TV. Certainly the more popular Dirt Devil Handy Vac, the small handheld machine, that was quite heavily advertised, I remember. Right then, that's good. Now I can get this out of my house and get rid of the awful smell. I suppose it's better than a stinky vacuum. Right. Ew, crikey, it's very light. Okay. It's got a little carry handle there, so I'm assuming I could use that on stairs by holding it from that handle. It's a little bit dirty, isn't it? These don't really crop up very often on eBay, so... And I've always wanted to try one. I don't know whether I'll keep it, but at least I've got one to try. Okay, I think I might need my screwdriver to attach the handle. Okie dokie, I've got my screwdriver, so I now need to insert the lower handle first and then the upper handle. So the upper handle has got the hook on that side, so we have to ensure that the lower handle, when I put it into the machine, has the hook on the same side facing front. So we just need to pop it over this black support piece, push it down. There's no handle release mechanism, there's no button, it's just held in place with a catch of some description. I'll put the bolt in at the front. Let's make sure the holes are properly lined up. There we are. And I'll put the screw in at the back. I don't think it matters which way we have the screw. Looks a bit neater with just the blank bolt at the front. So we'll do that up. Not too tight, but tight enough. There we are. And then the handle, there's no need for any screwdriver. We've got this little pin mechanism either side. It's just a single piece by the looks of it, a single piece of metal, you can just about see there. So this is fully adjustable. You've got all these holes. So basically I push the handle in, making sure it's round the correct way, and then you'll be able to see in a minute, as I push the handle down, you can see the pin pops out on one side, so the handle will go down to a very short length, suitable for storage or An Oompa Loompa could use it, I suppose, but then it makes the bag, because the bag now fits onto a hook just at the top of the lower handle, if I can get it on. It's almost like a toy, this, sort of. Is that going to go on? There it is. So there we are. You can use it in this very low position. So if you're very, very short, yes, you can just about go with that. Of course, you can pull up the handle by pressing on the little pin that sticks out and adjust it to the height that's most comfortable. So that's assembly. So very light. Yes, you could use it on stairs. You could collapse the handle right down. It's a bit of a faff having to press each individual hole in when it pops through the hole. You've got to press it down. So this way, do your stairs. I dare say you could do your upholstery as well with it. It's in fairly good condition. The Broomy sticker, a little bit worn, but I'll try and keep that. But all in all, it'll clean up quite well, I think. Now, where are the bags? I bought some bags. Not genuine, but they'll do. I'm not going to spend a fortune on bags. So this is suitable for Dirt Devil Broomy 750 and 753. Not sure which one this is. I know this came in a black. I think it was an exclusive model or a line just available at certain retailers. They did them in black as well, all black. But these are Filter Magic bags, they'll do. And they've got some couple of Unifit belts. I saw genuine ones, but they were a lot more money, and thought, well, for this I'm not going to buy genuine. I normally do, but I'm not bothered with this one. There's a little bit of paint on the bag here. Might be able to be washed. I might risk it. So let's see, how do we empty this? There is a clip at the top that we're very familiar with, traditional bag support slide at the top with a spring. And there's the bag, but there's also, just says press here, so I'll press it. There we are, we can remove the bag. You'd think, really, it's got dirt in. Empty the bag, folks. Empty the bag before you send a vacuum cleaner. So this is a bit of a dirty way, because there might be an easy way of doing this, but with no instructions. You see, there's no zip. You'd think they'd have a zip down it, wouldn't you? That's ridiculous. And it's I'm saying it's bottom fill. No, it isn't. Ah, there we are. That's, well, ugh, I'm getting dirty. Crikey, well, it's a genuine, look. Genuine Broom Vac. Which, yes, as I said, that's the American name for this Dirt Devil. Royal Appliance Manufacturing Company. 650 Alpha Drive, Cleveland, Ohio. Failure to use genuine Royal parts could void warranty. Well, I don't think there's any warranty on this. So let's just rip open the bag. I think a new belt will be needed. I've had a look for a brush roll for this. I think that's going to be harder to get. But it was easy enough to get the bags and the belt. So it's got a fill tube, look. And look at that, very long bellows on this one. All seems fine. I think I will risk hand washing that bag. I'm not sure if that paint is going to come off, but I'm going to risk hand washing the bag. This wasn't a lot of money, so if I ruin the bag, I'm not bothered. So the bag pushes on. So it's a nice fit, nice tight fit there, and then you just slide that in. But yes, you'd think, why not put a zip on the back, really, to make it easier? But never mind. And so we need to put the bag back with the press symbol uppermost, and I assume it just goes in at the bottom and then the top. So yes, this will be, I'm sure, this is dirty fan, obviously. It's a dirty fan cleaner. There we are. The top of the bag, make sure it's closed into the clip, like so. And there we have a nice new bag. Let's have a look underneath. There we are. Right, nice metal base plate. Makes a change. Oh, and look. Well, either the belt's snapped or it's just come off. Yeah, so not that I'm bothered. I think we can access the belt from the front. Obviously, I was pre-prepared. Oh, crikey. It's almost like, I don't know if you can quite see, it's almost like a toy mains-powered Hoover Junior sort of thing. Very similar way. Obviously, there's, can you see the fan there, folks? It's a little bit difficult to show you, but it's in there. It's a little black plastic fan, and I do declare, folks, that it's even a plastic spindle. But in order to change the belt, that brush roll might be okay. It's quite dirty, but I've got, and it's a bit like a flea comb, but it was in a pack of I have a 4-Verk care kit, and it came with a little comb that's used for cleaning the brushes. So I think that will be ideal. I'll sit at a later date on my sofa in front of the TV with my brush roll cleaning brush and give this a good clean. So the base plate comes off, revealing some dirt, fluff. Ooh, it's all stuck on. Bit of rust as well. Now I'll use a Brillo pad on that, followed by metal polish. And those wheels obviously could do with an oiling. Yeah, yucky. Ooh, it's a bit mucky inside here. But I'm not afraid of a little bit of dirt. Well, it's going to work better without all this. Look at this. Crud. Oh, is that metal? Yeah, it's a metal bearing at the end, I think. Metal end. It's not even an end cap, is it? There's an arrow on this. Anyway, I think it was that way. I don't think you can put it in the other way. Well, you can put it in either way. I will put a new belt in. That belt looks fine, but I will pop one of the new belts in as I've got them. Oh, I really shouldn't have ripped the packaging as much as that. Yeah. Now you can see inside there, look. It's an odd little thing. That's why, you know, I sort of wanted one. I wasn't desperately looking for one. I think it just popped up and I thought, oh, yeah, I want one of those to have a look at. Might be interesting for my viewers to see. But yeah, I really could do with a brush roll. Gonna have to really, oh, that is absolutely caked. Can you see that? So it's going to be a labour of love at some point, just cleaning all that out. It will come clean with this very fine metal toothed comb I've got. Maybe even a flea comb, because it is like a flea comb, the thing I've got in this care pack. So you could buy a flea comb, or you might have one at home if you've had nits or head lice. So that, yeah, will improve that brush roll, but it'll do for the initial demo. But once all that's completely cleaned up, it'll be fine. Okay, so we'll slide the belt on. Now there is, I'm not sure what that arrow is indicating, but I'm sure it was on this side. So I'll make sure it goes back in that way. And I wonder if, yes, there is. There's an adjustment for brush roll wear. I'll have to look online for an instruction book. Comment below if you know, but I'm pretty sure this has got, it's hard for you to see, 1, 2 and 3 on it. So I'm going to have it with 2 facing upwards. So it is possible as the brush wears down I'm assuming that's what that's for. Yeah, it could do with a bit of lubrication. So we'll just pop the belt on. Now we need to open the hatch at the front. I think you can get tools for this, you know. Ah, there is a. Again, it might be hard for you to see. Can you just about see there? Look. Just about, perhaps. Hang on, there. Look. There's an indicator. It's hard, but there is a little drawing embossed to show you which way to loop the belt, just like a Hooper Junior. Because if you loop the belt on incorrectly, it's going to pop off as soon as you switch it on. So you'll soon know that is going to be a bit of a tricky thing to. I think you can. Yes, didn't I'm sure I had a belt lifter for another Dirt Devil. This might have come with a belt lifter to help you pull it over. Might have to use my screwdriver just to get it over the spindle. Bear with. Oh, ecky thump. That was no good. Right, now's the time, folks, to visit the lavatory if you wish. Make yourself a hot beverage, and I will be back in a minute, hopefully. No, I've done it. Have I done it correctly, though? I don't think I have. Now the belt, no, I haven't. It's on the wrong way. That's going to pop off, I think. Or is it? It depends which way the brush roll rotates. Hang on, let's have a look at the. It's a bit hard to see. Belt position. No, I think I need to twist it round. It's made a lot of mess on my lovely carpet, hasn't it? Right, I'm going to fiddle about with this. Pause the video. You don't want to see me struggling, do you? There you go. I think that's on correctly. Yeah, if the brush roll is going to sweep inwards, that should stay in position, and obviously need to ensure that this is properly closed, otherwise there'll be no suction at the head. Right, oh, the belt isn't on correctly onto the agitator, the brush roll. I say agitator, I don't think there's going to be much agitation, probably not much brushing action. There we are, that's it. Pop the base plate back on. It locates over the back first, hook it over the back, that's it, and then press it down to the front, and then we can pop in the two Phillips posi drive, or crosshead, however you want to say it, screws. So that's about as much as I can do maintenance wise, for lack of a brush roll. I do believe they're quite hard to get hold of, but persistence pays off when you're looking for things. You just have to keep looking. One day they'll pop up. Right, there we go. I think that's running as smooth as it's going to run. Okay, well, it's nearly time for the switch on. Just have a look at the old rating plate. I'm not sure what the wattage is of this. I'm going to find out in a minute. Okay, so we've got Royal Appliance Manufacturing Company, Cleveland, Ohio, made in USA. And the model number is 750 UK, serial A94B022773, 240 volts, 50 hertz, and it's 325 watts. Okie dokie, well, the Broomy is fully assembled, new belt, new bag, and ready to go. I've done the old T-cut trick just quickly. And as you can see, good old T-cut has made that look a lot better. There was even a white mark on the handle, which I was fearful was the paint scraped off, but no, it's actually white paint on the handle. There's quite a lot of dust I've noticed inside the motor, so possibly will need taking apart and at least vacuuming out, depending on what it sounds like. It does actually say, this says, this handle, which I assume is for stair cleaning, says the gripper on it. Don't know if you can quite see. The gripper is printed either side. Got two big wheels as well as the little rollers underneath, and there's the on-off switch, which you can use your foot on. It's quite small, but you can just about, I would say, yeah, just about turn it on with your foot or your toe. And I've got the cable wrapped around, and there is a clip. I don't know if it was supplied with one of these, because this looks very much like the clip that Electrolux uprights came with, but it has a clip anyway. Still got the original how to wire a plug information, despite the fact this has a fitted plug. If you had to cut the plug off for any reason, it shows you how to wire it. So yes, the top hook doesn't turn down. I need to clean up the cable, I've not touched that. And there is at the top of the top cord hook, hang on, let's put that in here. You can just about see, if I take the cable off, can you see there, just there is a little notch that's designed to hold the cable in place like that. So you still obviously have to keep the cable out of the way, but that just keeps it up out of the way of the rotating brush bar, because obviously the cable enters the cleaner right at the bottom there. Okay, well, I'm going to switch on at a safe distance, and then I'll pick up the dirt that this cleaner's made, and I have a feeling it might mark my carpet, but I'll just use a bit of dry cleaning powder to spruce that up if it has. But so, without any further ado, let's see how noisy this little broomy is and how effective it is at cleaning. Let's see, I'm going to switch it on now. Well, phew, that's quite quiet really. And it had a bit of suction because I could feel the, well, I could hear the brush roll stalling because it was on this thick pile carpet, and I thought, well, I better turn that off. So to me, I'm assuming it's got a fair bit of suction in order to do that, and the bag blows up nicely. Let's hope the cleaner itself doesn't blow up. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll give it a push. Bit of noticeable slowing down of the motor there, but I'm hoping it's because it was struggling on the carpet and not because it's about to blow up. Well, the broomy seems to have picked up most of the muck it left on the carpet, although yeah, I think there's a little bit of residue that's marked the carpet. Oh no! Yeah, I have this happening quite a lot. You'd be surprised, but I haven't actually shampooed the whole of this carpet yet. I'm trying to wait. I've had the odd spot clean when Daisy has been a little bit naughty, but for little marks that are left by dirt from a vacuum, I tend to find the SIBO Duo powder, just a bit of that rubbed in and vacuumed off, seems to get rid of any little marks. It's struggling a bit, but I think it's down to the carpet. It's not doing bad, but there's a bit of squeaking and a bit of struggling and a bit of burning rubber smell where it's obviously straining a bit to cope. I'm just going to try it. I'll pop upstairs actually and try it on the shorter pile carpet. I'm sure it'll be a lot better on that. Yes, it's definitely easier to push on this carpet upstairs, much lower pile. This is the same type of carpet I used to have in the living room that I did so many demos on. That carpet became so worn out. It had been washed countless times with various carpet washers, had so much dirt put on it. It eventually failed and I had to buy that new carpet. But we still have the same carpet throughout the rest of the house in every other room, so I can still show you what it's like on a much shorter pile. Before the end of the video, I might as well shove down some dirt. I'll do it up here on this carpet and we'll see if this little lightweight Dirt Devil Broomy is any good at picking up. Well, that's better than I was expecting, and probably better than all you were expecting, obviously. Tippy toe, there is the line of shame, of course. But blimey O'Reilly, I know, a very, very short pile carpet, don't forget here. But, you know, wow, is all I can say. Far, far better than I ever imagined. It's not perfect, it's not a perfect sweep. But for such a lightweight, low wattage vacuum, that's more than acceptable. Well, there you go, that's the end of today's video on this little lightweight Dirt Devil Broomy. That really surprised me. Obviously, I put down far too much dirt, more dirt than this cleaner is designed to cope with. But it did everything. I mean, it was struggling towards the end and you might have detected a bit of squeaking, but I think a little bit of lubrication is in order. But it really surprised me. I don't think it's as good as Hoover Junior, but for day-to-day use, just whipping around your house, this is what would have been popular, I think, with elderly people. Somebody who wants something very light and compact and traditional. This would have been around in the shops probably when Dyson had their bagless machines, DC01 at least. Maybe even the DC04 was available when this cleaner was in the shops. But if you wanted something traditional, lightweight, it's either this or an Orek, I would say, would be a similar sort of thing. But yeah, certainly quieter than an Orek. So all in all, I'm really pleased with this Dirt Devil Broomy. If you have any comments or questions about this little machine, please comment below, and I'll see you all very soon for the next video. Bye for now.